Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel where today, despite my chipper sounding voice, it's actually a very sad day because I've made the decision that I've got to sell my beloved Triumph Speed Twin. So I've made the decision to sell my beloved Speed Twin, a decision I may live to regret, and I'll go into the reasons why I've decided to sell it in a second. But I thought I'd make this, let's face it, little sales video because I've got an audience on YouTube and it saves me putting an advert on Auto Trader or eBay. So yeah, that's what this video is all about. Anyway, let me tell you why I've decided to sell it. In short, I don't ride the bike enough. For the last few years, you know, when you get your MOT's done, it tells you how many miles you've ridden the bike, doesn't it? Well, I've only ridden a few hundred miles for about the last 3 or 4 years on this bike. It just doesn't get ridden enough, and it's such a shame. If you've got bikes, you should ride them. They suffer if you just let them sit in the garage, and I don't want to have garage queens. I want to be able to ride my bikes. Now, the reason I haven't ridden it much is because I'm very fortunate in that I've got 4 other bikes, 2 of which are other retros, and you know, keeping the bike in running order, keeping it serviced, MOT'd, insured, all that stuff, taxed, costs money, of course, and if you're not riding the bike, it just doesn't make sense, does it, to keep hold of it? So it's a real shame. When being a YouTuber, I get to ride lots of bikes, and of course that means I get loan bikes as well a lot, so I just don't get a lot of spare time to ride my own bike. So I've just decided I've got to thin my fleet out of it. So that's why the Speed Twin's going. I still absolutely love the bike, and I probably will live to regret this decision, because it rides, sounds and looks fantastic, this bike. I particularly love the sound. Listen to this, it's fantastic. So yeah, I'll probably watch this video back in years to come and kind of wish I'd never sold it, but at the moment it feels like it would be the sensible thing to do. So given that, let me tell you a bit about the bike. Okay, so here she is, a pretty much stock Speed Twin. Well, I say stock Speed Twin, I've done a few tasteful mods which I'll tell you about, and I'll also show you the things that I know that, well, you'd want to know if you're buying the bike, some things that maybe a little bit amiss. There's not a lot wrong with this bike, but I'll tell you about that too, or the things I know. Anyway, first things, the mods I've done to the bike. First obvious thing are these, the Vance and Hines pipes. These were a factory fitted addition in 2019. They sound absolutely amazing. Additionally to that, I've had the bike decatted. It's got fitted underneath what's called an X pipe, which means there's no catalytic converter, and that means it pops and burbles, an absolute treat on the overrun. Yeah, she sounds absolutely amazing. You can't really hear it much through the mic on the camera, but it does sound absolutely awesome, this bike, and that's probably the biggest thing I miss about it, is the sound is amazing. So yeah, so I had the pipe done. I've also installed, well, I didn't install myself, I had it done again by Triumph when I got the bike. There's a little accessory socket just here for heated clothing, things like that. Down here it's got heated grips on the bike as well. That's an option, so that's the button there for that. I've installed these really lovely clocks on here. These are different to standard. I just thought the standard Triumph clocks were a little bit blingy, and these Italian ones just look really retro and lovely. I've made a video about installing that, so I'll put a link in the corner so you can see how I did that and exactly all about that. What else to tell you about? Oh, the seat on here is a custom seat. This is, it's got a medical grade gel insert for extra comfort. I absolutely love that. It's got some fork sliders on the front. These are Triumph ones again, fitted when the bike was new. What else is there to tell you about? Tail tidy as well. Comes with a fancy number plate. And I think that's about it for the add-ons. The main thing, heated grips, accessory socket, custom seat, and those awesome Vance and Hines pipes that sound brilliant. Okay, I also said I'd talk you through the things that I know are amiss with the bike. Now, it's a lovely sunny day, I hope you can see this, but there's one thing to let you know. There's a little tiny scratch on the fuel tank here. I don't know if you can see it there. It's just there. You can just about feel it with your nail, so it won't polish out, but it's tiny. But it is there, so just to let you know, if you're fastidious like me, you want to know these things. Then there's a couple of other things to know about as well. Down here on the engine case, can you see that? Just a couple of scratches there where it had a drop on a stationary drop on some gravel, and just put a couple of little annoying scratches in. And it's the same on the other side as well, just to be completely upfront about what's going on with the bike. Down here, can you see just underneath the Triumph logo, there's just a couple of little marks there as well. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with the bike. I've just had it serviced, as I think I mentioned. She's got brand new, or pretty much brand new, Michelin Road 6 tyres on. Look, you can still see the chalk marks on there. They've only had probably 100 miles on both front and rear. So brand new Michelin Road 6s. I think those are excellent touring tyres as well. And yeah, overall, I think she's a lovely bike. But then I would say that. Oh, a couple of things I forgot. I also did another mod to the throttle on here. I put in a throttle spacer in here. Again, I made a video about that and I'll put a link in the corner to that. And by putting that throttle spacer, it just took some of the sort of lash that you get on the throttles on these that can make them a little bit jerky at slow speed. So that's been done. And I'll say there's a video on that. And then the other thing, just to show you the heel plates on here, because they have got slight scuffs on. You see the aluminium heel plate? Few little scratches on there, nothing massive, but again, just to be completely upfront about the condition of the bike. And there's, for some reason, there doesn't seem to be any on that one. But yeah, so there we go. Right, that is it. Let me tell you about how you can go about purchasing this bike if you're interested.
So if you are interested in buying my Speed Twin, a few things you need to know. Mileage at the moment is done 3,779 miles, so pretty low mileage. That may go up a little bit between the time you see this video and perhaps me selling the bike, but it's less than 3,800. And price wise, I've done a bit of a trawl of the market and I've deliberately priced it at the good end. So £7,500 is what I'm looking at for this. It's a 2019 model, as I say, less than 3,800 miles. It's got a fresh MOT, fresh service, pretty much brand new tyres, and of course the whole history of the bike is available on the internet. So have a look back through my past videos, all the bits and pieces I've done on this bike. I should be very, very sad indeed to see it go, because it rides beautifully, it sounds great. I love the fact that it's a Hinckley Triumph. I think this is one of the last to be made in the UK before production switched to Thailand. I may be wrong about that, so don't hold me if that's very important to you, but I think that's the case. But yeah, I just don't ride her enough, and bikes need to be ridden, don't they? Anyway, if you are interested, drop me an email to themissendenflyer@gmail.com. That's themissendenflyer, all one word, @gmail.com. Put Speed Twin in the title so I can see it, and let me know you're interested, and then we can have a chat. As I say, 7,500 is a realistic price for it. I'm not really into negotiating. That is the price that I want. So no time wasters, please. Alright, I wonder if this will be the last time I ever ride this bike. Sad times indeed. Anyway, normal service resumes in the next video. Look forward to speaking to you then. Until then, this has been the Missenden Flyer. Cheerio.